2 years ago, this church in Hamilton, Ohio, started an after-school program. It was intended to help 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders who were struggling with their studies. Pastor Diane says the outreach has grown into so much more.
And they begin to develop trust in you and see that you're here really to help them. Turn around and one of them's got their arms around you. Or you get a call from the principal that one child was flunking and now they were on the honor roll.
These children live under the poverty line in one of the poorest counties in Ohio. All the students at their school receive free government breakfast and lunch. In tough economic times, this is the type of child who often gets left behind.
Some don't have anybody to hug them when they get home, maybe not able to eat. They had needs academically. And we wanted to get them here because we wanted to love them and help them.
Students come here twice a week for tutoring, plus they get a hot meal.
You want ketchup on here too?
Orphan's Promise supplied new computers so kids have fun ways to learn academic skills.
So it's doing that multiplication plus this multiplication equals that.
And through CBN Superbook videos, they're learning valuable character lessons from the Bible.
Right. God's plan did come to be.
9-year-old Michael is one of the children attending the program. He has already experienced too much loss in his young life. He was adopted by his grandparents as a baby and has only ever known them as Mom and Dad. A year ago, this dad passed away.
This year has been really rough. I lost my husband. Michael has not taken it well. He did homework with him and they wrestled together and my son's missing that.
The loss took its toll on Michael's grades and he was close to failing. That's when Diane decided to send him to the after-school program at the church. Isaiah was struggling with academics too, but for a different reason.
Isaiah is the type where he needs a lot of one-on-one work, and you have to constantly keep him on track with one thing or he'll never get it done.
April says one teacher strongly suggested Isaiah might have ADHD. She struggles with not wanting to put him on drugs and finding enough time to help him. She's a single parent with 4 children, and all her energies go toward keeping the household running.
I do have to work. I have to cook. I have to clean. I have to take care of the baby. I have to do baths, get him ready for bed. I mean, it never stops. And so it's very rare that I can just sit down and give him the amount of time that he needs without having to do something else.
Last year, Isaiah was making D's and F's, and April was concerned he might fail the grade. Then she started sending him to the after-school program at the church. This outreach was going along smoothly until the city was forced to shut down the free bus service that was bringing the kids from school to the church and taking them home at night. With no way to pay for the buses, Pastor Diane says they had no choice. They would have to shut down the program.
And we had no money, and we had no transportation. We didn't know what we were going to do.
When Orphan's Promise learned these children might lose all the benefits they were getting here, we stepped in and purchased a bus to solve their transportation problem.
When that bus rolled onto this parking lot, all I could do was cry. And I ran out and got in the bus, and Sandy and we just sat on the bus and just began to thank the Lord for what he had done through Orphan's Promise.
If they weren't able to pick him up from school and bring him home, I wouldn't have the transportation to get him there. Words cannot explain how much I appreciate that man.
With the transportation issue solved, the program was able to continue. That was especially important for Michael, who was at a critical point in his life.
When I met Michael, I saw a child that was hurting. And in the past few months, he's settled, he's changed.
He felt like he was all by himself, that his daddy was gone, and they have made him feel that he's not, that he's loved and that he can make it. And now his grades are back up. He's getting A's and B's, and he's a different young man.
Isaiah has also improved his grades to A's and B's.
his attitude has changed. I think he has more confidence in himself now that he is seeing his grades improve. And he's just, overall, he's just a better kid.
And all the structured attention Isaiah has received has had another benefit.
His problem that he was having concentrating on his work it's not there anymore.
Helping at-risk kids like Michael and Isaiah get back on track is the reason Orphan's Promise is part of this outreach. But there's another important purpose.
They're all young, but all of them know that Jesus loves them, and we're teaching them He has a plan for you. You're gifted and you can dream as big as you want to dream. There's more for you than what you see right now.
Oh, I love you.